of us have at one time or another wondered what would have happened if we had just continued those piano lessons or kept on swimming or practicing that forehand. Could we have reached some kind of world-class level? Well, probably not, but there may be still some hope for those of us with Olympic dreams. What about bowling? You know, that game with the big black ball and the 10 pins. America's favorite participation sport is an exhibition event at these Olympics along with badminton. There's a men's and a women's tournament, no pros allowed, so let's go to the Royal Bowling Center for Olympic bowling.
Prior to the Olympic Games of 1936 in Berlin, an international bowling tournament was held, and big crowds turned out for the action. Adolf Hitler was on hand. It was a historic time for the game that is depicted on the walls of Egyptian tombs. Deutschland Hall, a large arena, was converted for the competition, and Joe Norris led the American delegation. Bowling is now played in over 100 countries by more than 100 million people. And it emerges again in the Olympics after 52 years. Welcome to the Royal Bowling Center in the Cheongwai-dong area of Seoul. Hello, everybody. I'm Jay Randolph, and we're happy to have you with us for this exhibition sport in the Olympics. A lot of excitement here. Yes, over 100 million people bowling, 68 million in the United States. 77 countries are in the FIQ, the World Bowling Federation. And here in the land of the morning calm, you can hear the 10 pins because there are more than 62 bowling facilities here in Seoul, a city of 10 million. Let's get to the competition and tell you all about it. 24 players came to Seoul representing 20 countries, and because bowling is an exhibition sport at the games, the special medals won don't count in the official national standings. Each competitor bowls one game against each opponent for a total of 11 games. Total pins plus win bonuses determine the top 3 seeds, and standard rules for 10 pins apply. This is Ariane Cerdena of the Philippines. She qualified first with a total pin count of 2,354. Ariane is a 26-year-old student from Manila. She's been a member of her national team since 1980. And in the 1986 Asian Games, she won a gold medal in the team competition. Ariane had her problems early in her match against Japan's Atsuko Asai. But because she had earned the top spot, she still had another chance after losing to Asai 197 to 180 because of the double elimination format. Here's the talented and tiny Atsuko Asai of Japan. At age 43, one of the oldest competitors in the field. She's an accountant, and she really does know the score. Watch the power that this little lady generates. She's a remarkable dynamo on the lanes. She uses just a 10-pound ball, lighter than most. She has a strong international bowling background. Atsuko won the gold medal here in Seoul in the 86 Asian Games. And she won a gold in the FIQ 87 Asian Zone Championships. After her win over Cerdena in Game 2, she made a superb run in the championship game. She started in the 4th and came up with a 5-bagger and really put the pressure on Cerdena. At one point, Asai led by 8 pins after 6 frames. Asai earned the right to face Cerdena by defeating Annikki Matola of Finland in the opening match of the stepladder finals, 209 to 187. Asai had problems throughout the match at the foul line. She was having trouble with her footwork and timing. She would come up short despite a splendid performance. As the women's final came down to the concluding frames, Ariane Cerdena seemed to respond in the true Olympic fashion. She reached a new plateau of excellence. Maybe it was because the word around Seoul was that a Philippine businessman had offered a $50,000 prize and a home if someone from his nation won a gold medal. She started her assault late in the match and put together an impressive string of strikes. She had 9 in the game. The final, Cerdena, the winner at 249, 2:11 for Asai. Happiness all around for Ariane Cerdena and her coach, Ernesto Lopa, and the entire Philippine delegation. She'd become a national hero with the first win ever for her country in the Olympics. Ariane, congratulations. 7 strikes in a row. You went all the way. A tremendous comeback for you.
Thank you.
You're looking tired. It was a long day.
Yes, it was. You know, it's the only sport wherein we Filipinos could win medals. And this is the first gold medal of the Philippines, even though it's an exhibition sport for how many years?
Well, we're very happy for you. We know that. And you are involved in a lot of history, and you're a very happy lady.
Thank you very much.
And I know everybody in the Philippine Islands is thrilled.
Thank you.
There has been a rumor that there was a gentleman in the Philippines who was offering roughly 50,000 American in a home if anyone won a gold medal. Now, this is an exhibition sport.
Yeah.
Are you going to win that prize?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you're happy about what's happened.
Yeah.
Our congratulations.
Thank
a
you
marvelous
very-
performance.
Thank you very much.
A large and enthusiastic audience on hand for the exhibition bowling at the 24th Olympiad at the Royal Bowling Center in Seoul. The American contingent did not fare well here. Debbie McMullen of Denver, Colorado, a 27-year-old recreation center manager, finished 7th in the women's play. Mark Lewis, 33, a restaurant manager from Wichita, Kansas, finished 6th. He missed the stepladder finals by just 37 pins. Here's the hometown favorite, Kwon Chang-rul, a public worker. At age 35, he ignited his fans with his play. The father of 3 qualified in the number 2 position. He defeated 3rd seed Tapani Peltola of Finland 177 to 163 as both bowlers had trouble with the changing lane conditions. In the second game, he would defeat top seed Jack Wong of Singapore 236 to 194, forcing another match because of the double elimination factor for the top seed. Kwong turned his play around as he adjusted to find the line. After throwing 9 strikes in his first win over Jack Wong, he would continue his torrid pace, spurred on by the predominantly Korean crowd to strike up 8 strikes in the championship game. Wong didn't back off. The 36-year-old merchant and father of 2 girls came out of the gate with a turkey, and he added 3 more strikes later. Wong was the only competitor to roll a 300 game during practice this week, and he would have needed that kind of effort to defeat the relentless Korean. He wound up with a score of 223, but on this day, Mr. Kwon would gain the top prize. You know that old line about you'd rather be lucky than good? Well, Kwon was both. He did get some breaks in the 9th frame. The 6-8 finally falls, and his faithful fans loved it. There was more good luck to come. In the 10th frame, Kwon comes to the line. The 7-pin is late, but it's down. Kwon and the other men medalists will be on hand at the Brunswick World Open in Glendale Heights, Illinois in mid-November, and NBC will be there as part of the coverage of the fall tour. Kwon the winner. He takes the gold. Jack Wong of Singapore gets the silver, and Peltola of Finland wins the bronze. In the women's division, Ariane Cerdena, followed by Atsuko Asai and Annikki Matola of Finland. Back in 1936, Carl Goldhammer of Germany on the left and Joe Norris of the USA. They participated in that tournament prior to the Olympics. Both men were here in Seoul this week to celebrate bowling back at the Olympics. And the new champions, Cerdena and Kwon. Perhaps they represent a new era when bowling will be included as part of the Olympic Games forever.